difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, und der macht sogar noch richtig Yards. Der macht richtig Yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. I'm not sure there's a better cornerback in the NFL than Josh Norman in 2016. It all came together for him. Remember, he wasn't drafted very high, came out of Coastal Carolina, and people wondered if he could even play in the league. And not only did he believe in himself, but he's proven people wrong game after game. Excellent footwork, good strength, but even more importantly, he's...
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ten yards still left on second down. Now here is the first carry.
Oh, aber er macht es, bevor er First Down Legion Bell. 11 Yards hat er hier gemacht.
And an electric scamper there from the second round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State? Big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Second down, 8. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, wenn er den noch hat. Ja, den hat er noch. Den hat er
catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And he's intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Deep, middle of the field. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He may try and run for this. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, den hat er, neues First Down.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Bryant.
Der kommt richtig gut.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. That'll bring up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come up with one running back. That's Bell.
Brian spielen können. Nein, das challengen wir. Das war keine Interception.
Top by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Das war niemals eine Interception.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Aber Bryant ist verletzt. Nein. Ob ich überhaupt übertrage? Jo, ich übertrage. Okay, Leute, wollte ich nur kurz gucken.
So here we go, first and 10 now.
Für Rush 16 Passspiele. Und das war nicht
back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
6 Yards zu hoch machen diese. So jetzt
He'll look to throw.
Ja.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to it.
Der ist gut, 6-0 können wir. Beziehungsweise führten wir, jetzt steht 6-7.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
Big play. Big play, Leute.
The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know know about that. Super tough.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being the pressure. Redskins get there. Chris Baker in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board.
Und da werfen wir auf Green.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oder so, den hat er.
Find Green.
Den hat Green.
Out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, der war gut, der war
Man on the left
gut.
side is Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brown, the lone receiver left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fighting through. They got position on him, and he pulls it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Oder so. Oder so.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn,
Und den Spiel auf Brown. Und er hat ihn nicht.
and set up and catch the ball.
Er hat ihn nicht.
We saw that
Schade.
indeed, picking up the first. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Auf Watches oder Codes.
They'll look to throw again.
Und der war gut. Nein, er lässt ihn fallen.
Nice hit. Jars the
Er
ball
lässt ihn
free
fallen.
and brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Und da haben wir das Touchdown. Da haben wir unser erstes Touchdown.
With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally...
Und jetzt doch mal, ist gut, jetzt haben wir nur 2 Punkte. Jetzt doch mal keinen Touchdown machen. Okay, die waren so. Field goal.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just
Den
mentioned
hat
they're trying to get back
Den
into
hat
the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And an alley to run. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So we reach halftime here at our first.
Leute, es reicht nicht mehr. Das ist bitter. Es reicht nicht mehr für Punkte. Aber sie machen keine Punkte. Sie machen tatsächlich keine Punkte, Leute. Damit haben wir jetzt die Chance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trent Murphy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he comes back with one complete.
Coates with a touchdown.
End zone. Touchdown.
Sammy Coates.
Sammy Coates, 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Und wir gehen für 2.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Und wir machen...
And it's in.
Hä? Scheiße, ich wollte ihn nicht werfen.
Flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Illegal forward pass, offense. That penalty is declined.
Ich wollte mich nur hinwerfen.
time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis, the rookie from Temple, in there to drop his man and pick up his first career sack in his first career game. Now back to throw.
Und hat er den?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So here's 3rd and 20 with a long yardage. Defense going with a nickel look. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Das nicht geschafft. Und das ist ein Touchdown. Das ist ein Touchdown von Antonio Brown. Aus 3. und 20 an der eigenen 15-Yard-Linie machen wir irgendwie einen Touchdown.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward.
Das wäre es natürlich gewesen.
Aber they go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Looking to throw, eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll drop the throw. And this one caught by Coates. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on 1st down. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Der kommt und der ist gut. Hau und Bait. Und er schafft es. Touchdown.
Steeler touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay, 32 yards. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Big.
Das ist jetzt die Frage, Wachmann beginnen für den Extrapunkt. Vielleicht ein taktischer Fehler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And some room to work. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back.
Gerade so. Und der macht nur
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Und das war gut. Und das ist ein Big Play. Wie weit kommt Le'Veon Bell? Boah, das ist 32-Yard-Linie und diesmal war es auch kein illegaler Pass.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Back to throw.
Whoa.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's back to throw. Deep drop.
Nicht.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And a big...
Jo.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's going to let it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And they take possession.
Und damit haben wir verloren. Bei den Washington Redskins. Jetzt gucken wir noch, was sie an Quarterback Rating haben. Ja, 61,5. Ist nicht sonderlich gut. Das werden wir. Das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Ciao.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select